Are you dealing with a narcissist and you want to know what will actually hurt that narcissist? I know you think a narcissist is hurt by indifference. I got something that's going to hurt them even more. Okay, I'm Rebecca Zung, and I'm an attorney. I'm also a narcissist negotiation expert, and I've helped so many people get out of these relationships, the most toxic of relationships, whether it's a business relationship, a divorce, dealing with a co-parent, the worst of the worst. You want to break free from this horrible, toxic situation. I know how to help you break free. So make sure you subscribe to this channel, hit that notification bell. And if you are wanting to communicate powerfully, if you are wanting to negotiate powerfully, I've got a free ebook for you, and you can get that at crushmydeal.com. It's a free 15-page ebook, crushmydeal.com. Okay, so 4 things that will hurt a narcissist more than indifference. I know you've probably heard that indifference hurts the narcissist the most, right? So let's go back to what really makes a narcissist tick, because in order to understand what hurts a narcissist, you have to understand what makes a narcissist tick. Okay, so what is a narcissist to begin with? A narcissist is a person who feels like they have to get all of their form of value from external sources. They feel like they don't have any inherent sense of value. So they feel totally and completely empty inside, like there's a black hole inside of them. So they feel like they're starving. They feel like they can't get air. They feel like they can't get oxygen. So they feel like they're in survival mode all the time. So in order to survive, they have to get their sources of air or oxygen from people, from you, or from outside the world. But unfortunately, there's nothing inside that can hold that basket. Like there's nothing there. It's just like this emptiness. So it just kind of goes right through them. So you might want to fill this black hole, and they want you to fill it too, but then you're left totally and completely depleted, and they're still starving or gasping for breath. And this horrible cycle keeps going on and on and on forever. And so then you're left utterly exhausted, and like your soul has been sucked from you, and yet they're still starving. And that's what keeps going on. And so indifference is actually the thing that allows them to just, yes, it hurts them, but what happens is they just go on to finding a different source of supply. So what hurts them more than that is what I'm going to go through now. Yes, that hurts them, of course, but I'm going to go through the things that actually hurt them more than indifference. Okay, so because cutting off their source of supply is, yes, hurtful to them. But number one, the thing that hurts them, and I'm going to do what it hurts them the most last here. All right, so I'm going to go through 4 things. What hurts them the worst is what I'm going to go through last. All right. So number 1 is finding a better source of supply, better source, perceived better source in their mind, right? So, you have moved on to somebody that they think has more prestige, is better looking, has more money. That hurts them more than indifference, for sure. They think that you've moved on to this other person, that hurts them. Now, what they think they're hurting you is if they've moved on first to this perceived better source of supply, even if you don't even care. But if they think that they've moved on first to this perceived better source of supply, then they're going to parade this other new person around like some peacock, boy, that's for sure. But even if you're over there with your eyes rolled up, like, I do not care. Believe me, I've been there. Like, I don't care. But if they think that you have a better source of supply, then that totally hurts them more than indifference. Okay. Number 2, cutting off their best source of supply. So whatever they perceive to be their best source of supply, whatever that is, like a really good source of money or a really good source of sex or whatever. If you cut that off, then that will definitely hurt them more than indifference. Okay. So, maybe they think that they're, have a good source of prestige or something, and they don't get to have that anymore. They get to go to some country club or something, then that will hurt them more than indifference as well. Okay. So that is another thing that hurts a narcissist more than indifference. Another thing that hurts a narcissist more than indifference is losing. So losing anything, by the way. So it doesn't, and I don't mean just losing like a game or losing negotiations, but losing negotiations for sure. But it could be losing their looks. As a narcissist ages and they're starting to lose their looks and they are starting to look older and, they're starting to get wrinkly, that is a huge source of angst for a narcissist, especially if their looks was all they had. If that was what they really were hanging their themselves on, like maybe they were a model or a celebrity or something where their looks were pretty much everything and their identity, that could be a huge source of something to hurt them more than indifference, for sure. Losing their money, I remember when I was, a short period of time, I was helping people with their money and, working as a wealth advisor. And I remember people losing money in the stock market or losing, when people lost money to Bernie Sanders or not Bernie Sanders, whoever the guy was that took all that money from people, Bernie Madoff, that's who it was. People wanted to like commit suicide or whatever, because that was like their entire identity. Any kind of losing like that, where like their identity is wrapped up in the thing, then that's what the narcissist identity is, then that can hurt a narcissist more than indifference. And if you've seen it, put a "seen it" in the comments for me. Say "I've seen it," because I know you have. We've made our way through the first 3, and now we are going all the way down to our 4th one, which is the best one. I've been trying to make my way down to the best one here, which is exposing them to their best source of supply. Exposing them to their best source of supply. Because remember, diamond level supply, coal level supply. And when a diamond level supply is how they look to the world, coal level supply is how narcissists get supply from controlling people, manipulating people, that sort of thing, which they love as well. But their best source of supply is how they look to the world, and even more so how they look to people they respect, people they really want to look good to. So if you expose them to people that they really want to look good to, that's hurts them the most. So exposing a narcissist to people that they don't want to be exposed to, that hurts them way more than indifference, for sure. Okay, so those are the 4 things that hurt a narcissist way more than indifference. If you are dealing with a narcissist and they're hurting you, which I'm sure they probably are, make sure that you get the help and support that you need, for sure. You are going to need therapy. You're going to need help. If you don't don't have access to therapy, we do have a resource for you through BetterHelp. You can go to betterhelp.com/Rebecca Zung. They do pay us commissions. You don't pay any extra. We just want you to have access to the help and support that you need. We also have a free private Facebook group, Narcissist Negotiators with Rebecca Zung. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please feel free to do that now. Subscribe and hit that notification bell. And the next video that you should watch is things narcissists can't handle, because that goes hand in hand very well with this video. Remember that today is a great day to start negotiating your best life. Then go watch things narcissists can't handle, because I will see you over there in that video. So thanks for joining me today, and I will see you over there.